Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever part of the world you're listening to me from. Welcome to another episode of AMA Money Matters, where we talk about how to make, manage, and multiply money wisely. And today we are going to be talking about the simple questions you should ask as an investor before you put money into any investment opportunity. No matter what they say, before you put your money in, ask yourself these questions. Question one: which community are you investing with? Question number two: have you verified the legitimacy of these investments? And number three: is your portfolio diversified? So let's dive in. Question one: which community do you invest with? Investment is not only about the opportunity, it is also about the people within the community. Who are you investing with? What do you know about the community around the investment? A lot of people invest because someone sent them a message on WhatsApp. Maybe someone says, come and join this investment opportunity. The returns are amazing. And just because the person is a friend, a colleague, a family member, or someone they know or trust, they invest immediately. However, trust should not replace due diligence. I wish I had a penny for every time someone says, oh, the reason why I invested was because someone I trusted told me that it was safe. I'm sorry, darling, you were just a number to that person, and they told them bring 4 people so that you can rise, and so they told you everything you wanted to hear so that you would invest. I'm so sorry, but it is what it is. And I have been there, I've done that, so I'm not speaking as someone who always made the right decisions, but I'm sharing now so that you don't find yourself in the same position. A good investment community should have structure. There should be clear rules, transparency, accountability, and people should be properly vetted when necessary, particularly if you're coming together as a pool to invest. Yeah, so that's very important. So question two, we are moving quickly to question two. Have you verified the legitimacy of this investment? It is extremely important. Do not invest simply because somebody recommended that opportunity to you, or because the person is successful, because your friend says, oh, I have already invested, or because you saw people posting screenshots of their returns online. You need to carry out your own independent verification. You should be careful when an opportunity promises returns that sound too good to be true. High returns usually come with high risks. There is no investment without risk at all. So when someone tells you that this investment is completely risk-free, it should immediately raise a red flag for you and make you ask even more questions. So the goal as an investor is not to eliminate all risks, but it is for you to understand the risk you are exposed to before you invest. Don't invest money in an opportunity that you don't understand. If you cannot explain how the investment works, take a step back, ask questions, learn more. Your money is your responsibility and you are a steward of the finances that God gives you. So question three, is your portfolio diversified? One of the basic principles of investing is not putting all your eggs in one basket. Imagine that all your savings are in one business, one property, one stock, or one investment platform. What happens if something happens to that platform or that investment fails? You could lose a significant portion or even all of your money. Diversification is about spreading your investments across different assets or opportunities, depending on your goals, your risk tolerance, and your financial situation. So, but this does not mean that you should invest in everything you hear about or in opportunities that you don't understand. And it certainly does not mean you should invest a small amount in 20 different places just to say you are diversified. You should be very intentional about your diversification. And so you can decide that, oh, I'm going to pick 4, 5, or 6 places that I want to put money. For some of us, we still have money in our savings account, although I try to encourage people to not have too much there. And then you have some investments, maybe treasury bills, bonds, whatever it is. And some we could put our money, we could start a business with some of the money, and then you can also put money in revenue generating assets. So the exact structure of your investment portfolio depends on your personal circumstances, and there are people who are called wealth managers that can give you good counsel regarding what to do for your peculiar situation. So if you need a wealth manager, you can send a DM so that I can make recommendations. I'm not making recommendations on this video or audio, depending on where you're listening to it. So diversification can help you manage your risks. And I'll just also like to say that I've put together a checklist of some questions that you should ask before you put your money in that investment platform. If you would like a copy of that, please use the link in the description. I'll put the link together. So diversification can help you manage risks. So I'm going to share my final thoughts, just more or less like a recap of what we said. Before you invest your money, ask yourself these three questions. Number one, which community am I investing with? Make sure you know the people and the structure behind the opportunity. Question two, have I verified the legitimacy of this investment? Do not invest blindly. Do your own research and due diligence. Question three, is my portfolio diversified? Avoid putting all your money in one place. Investment is not just about chasing returns. It is also about making informed decisions, understanding risks, and protecting your financial future. The most important investment decision you will make is not deciding where to put your money, but knowing when to pause and ask more questions. Thank you for listening to this episode. If you found it useful, please share with someone who is either already investing or thinking to invest. And as you build your financial future, remember to make money, manage money, and